Welcome to Tom's Tech Show. Today we're doing a set tour and I'm going to explain what everything is and kind of why it is I have in my little studio. Okay, first thing, I'm taking a drink out of my, it's very difficult to see, but there's a Green Bay logo on my little cup. I know they did not do so well this year. We have high hopes for next year, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, so there's reasons for that, and I may go into them at some point. But anyway, so today I'm going to go over and kind of show you what's in my set and why everything in my little studio here is here and what it's kind of used for and all that. So we're going to start over here, and if you see down here, there's this little tiny thing. There's some, if you make enough noise, you can see there's little lights that come up, and there's a little equalizer thing there. So that just kind of is the thing that I got for kids' church. They wanted to do some space thing, and so I found this online and said, hey, that's pretty fun. They can make noise and have it blink, and so that's there. So I also have a Raspberry Pi. If you've seen my video on how to control your Christmas lights with the Raspberry Pi, this is the Raspberry Pi that I used. This is a Raspberry Pi Model 2. I know there's a Model 3 which may actually work better. I may get a newer one at some point, but little Raspberry Pi. It's pretty fun to use and pretty fun to do things with. Next, we're going to count how many Buzz Lightyears we have. We have a little stuffy Buzz Lightyear, big head Buzz Lightyear. We have a luggage tag Buzz Lightyear. We have a special pin Buzz Lightyear. You can see the little light is the first one actually that they brought out of this had these lights that actually go pretty well when they blink. I mean, they're blink pretty good. The next version really didn't do very good a pattern or anything, but anyway, so I have a Buzz Lightyear Pez dispenser and a Buzz Lightyear and a Zerg little rolly around things, and then we have, this is actually a chapstick thing, but I just kind of liked it because it was small, and Buzz Lightyear. Back there in the back, there's a Buzz Lightyear that came on the Toy Story 2 Blu-ray set. You got I think from Target, you got a special Buzz Lightyear thing. And of course,
I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace.
The actual big Buzz Lightyear. The Disney store that's near where we live was closing. Yes, I know, crazy, a Disney store closing. But it was closing because the mall that it was in was raising their rates, and Disney's like, we don't want to deal with this. So the Disney store was closing, and a bunch of other stores were closing because the mall's being crazy and raising the rates through the roof. So they had this, it was 60% off, and I was able to get that. So we just recently went to see a special opening of Lego Movie 2, and they give you these little pack of Legos that you can make a little Emmett, and the little gift thing that's in the movie. If you haven't seen it, there's this little gift thing from in the movie. So there's that. Also, let's see. So we'll go up here to this corner. There's a playbill up here for Wicked. We went and saw Wicked. I made a video about our experience at Wicked. That one actually get a lot of people are viewing that and wondering about that. That was just a great thing to do. We've also seen at the Pantages Theater, we've also seen Disney's Aladdin. And if that ever comes to town, I mean, just go see that, because wow, that was just a load of fun. I mean, your face hurts from smiling and laughing so much the whole time. Okay, so then of course I'm very much a original Trekkie person. So this was the Target Special Edition Blu-ray of the first reboot thing of Star Trek with Chris Pine when they came out with that version. and stuff. So they gave you this little thing you could make up into an Enterprise. So I have that. Then I have this little palm tree back here with the little parrots on it. We go to Mexico a lot. We like vacationing in Mexico, so that's we got that one time when we were down there. And I had a macaw for many years, and if you can see over here, there's this picture of a macaw right here that's sitting right here. That's my macaw Autumn. He actually died about 4 or 5 months ago from when this video was made, so that's kind of why I have that and always keep that around. Then my wife made this and gave this to me. This is her little bunny that she has. Then there's a little Sammy Hagar area up here. As fans, were fairly close to Sammy. He kind of knows who we are. We've been to some events and things where he's been there, without security or anything, and been able to quickly and easily talk to him, and he's gotten to know us, and we've gotten to know him quite a bit. And just an amazing, great, loving, caring, generous guy. I mean, just that's why we try and go to his shows and try and do stuff and have fun with him. Plus, it's fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so if you see, there's these buckets. This one says Pirates. This one says Beauty and the Beast. I can change this to white, give a little bit more light in there. Then another Pirates, and then A Nightmare Before Christmas. These are popcorn buckets that you get when you go to Disney's El Capitan Theatre. Then if you go to something like a marathon, then you can get one that says Avengers Infinity War. And then we also have a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 bucket. I mean, I can come down here and show you there's more. See, so we've got, that's another different Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. There's this Avengers Age of Ultron metal bucket. What else do we have here? Another one. Oh, that's just another Age of Ultron one. So we have many of these kinds of buckets and different things that we get because we go to Disney's El Capitan Theatre. If you're in Los Angeles, you want to see a Disney movie and you want to see it done the right way, then you go to Disney's El Capitan Theatre, because the costumes, set production photos, a lot of different things. They have a basement area that's at the theater, and if you go to whatever movie you're seeing, all those props and different things will be in the basement, and you'll get to see all that stuff from the movie that you have seen or just about to see. There's only one screen there, and you can get the premium seats are your ticket, reserve seat, and popcorn bucket and drink are all included. It's usually around $25 to $27 unless you're doing something like marathon or something else. So I did say that I had a macaw. This was Autumn. He was a Verde macaw. He was extremely large. The vet said they didn't know how long he was going to live. Here's some of his feathers. These are actually 2 feet long. The longest ones are 2 feet long. I used to sell these on eBay for $100 to $150 a set of feathers. So they were very unique and very different from any other macaw because of his hybrid nature. Also have this photograph. This is myself and Patrick Warburton. So he had this show. I'm wearing this shirt here called Rules of Engagement. He was that he was doing with David Spade and a few other people. I was in the studio audience 45 times for the Rules of Engagement shows. That's almost half. I think they did 100 episodes so that it would be syndicated. So I was able to go to an event and get my picture with him and then print the picture out. This is the hard part. You get a picture with the star and then go back to where the star is and meet up with them again and get them to sign your picture with them. So I was able to do that He is another extremely nice man. After every taping of Rules of Engagement, most of the other actors would move away into the back, and he would come up to the rail and he would shake every single person's hand. He would say hello to every single person that wanted to talk to him. He would spend maybe 2 or 3 minutes if they wanted, talking about different things. He was just extremely nice, and he has his golf tournament for St. Jude that we sometimes go to. There's a little music night that they have. We can go to that and see him again. This was from one of the music nights when I got my picture with him. Okay, so now the shelf here, I actually bought and hand painted it myself to be kind of Captain America-ish, because it's red. There's a red trim on the top, and it's got white and blue on it, and then the red on the ends of the little pegs, because I wanted some place to hang our lanyards. So we've been getting and kind of collecting lanyards over the years, like most people do. The boring ones are like, we went to CES once. That's this one, CES. We went to CES one time. We did go, and with Sammy Hagar, he did a thing where fans could actually be on stage during the show. I'm sure the insurance on that was crazy, but we did that a few times. We're on stage with him a few times. My birthday this last year, they had a 2018, the Main Street Electrical Parade at Disneyland came back. And so if you bought into the little extra program to go and see it, you got these little extra things that kind of blink and everything else. So we got those for being at that show. Okay, so those. We also do this is a thing called Mouse Adventure right here, and there's a bunch of different ones. We've done quite a few of these. These are scavenger hunts inside Disneyland. So you get clue books and things. You got to go figure out different puzzles and everything, and go all through the park and try and find all these things inside of Disneyland. It's a lot of fun. You get teams and just go crazy inside the park. But that's something that we like to do. We love heading out to Disney and the parks and everything. Here, this is a medal that I got for a St. Jude walk run that we did. So also here is the Avengers Infinity War marathon little thing. Let me pull this off here. So this is all the movies. They show you all the movies that they're going to show. A big huge list, and your seat, you get this, and then they give you little tags for your food and your popcorn and everything else. We didn't use them all, but it was like 36 hours or something watching all through the night these movies up until Infinity War. I'm hoping that Endgame they're going to do another marathon. I don't know. I've got my name on a list to try and get in there. We will see what happens with that. This is a Thor. This is Thor: The Dark World marathon. We've done several of these marathons. So this showed Thor, then Avengers, then Thor: The Dark World. Here is another marathon, which is the Pirates of the Caribbean. There's another Pirates of the Caribbean one somewhere. So this is a different Pirates of the Caribbean marathon. This one was in 2007. So, and some of these other ones they did a Civil War marathon. So when Captain America Civil War came out, they handed out these little medals, and if you can kind of see, that side is Iron Man, and if you see that side is Captain America. So you could wear whatever side of the medal hanging out that you wanted. I was, of course, Iron Man, and Mrs. Tech Show was Captain America, and we ensued in battle between us on a regular basis over it about who was better and why. Okay, so There might be a few other things in here. There's a few other of our just lanyards. Here's a whole lanyard that is just all Buzz Lightyear pins and stuff. So these cards, so there's these cards in here that are Avengers, have Avengers in them. We were at a Disney store, the Disney store that just closed. We happened to be there, and we had like Disney everything wearing. I had every time I go somewhere, it's like Mr. Rogers. I always have this, you know, this Pirates of the Caribbean sweatshirt on wherever I go and stuff. And I had Pirates of the Caribbean other stuff on. I had my Toy Story shoes on that have Buzz Lightyear on them. And we were talking with the people there and just kind of made their day for some reason. So they gave us this pack of cards that they normally give to kids. And that was in them. That was all the cards that were in there. Okay, so I've got below everything is just junk that you can't see, that you probably don't want to see. Oh, over here is the still sealed in its plastic wrap is the Marvel 10 years studio poster that they gave out at the end of the Avengers Infinity War showing. They were handing these out to everybody. We usually get posters. That's the other thing when you go to El Capitan, is you get posters and stuff when you head out of the whole thing. Back behind me here, there's I don't know if I can bring it down far enough. There's these lights. So I've got these little studio lights that are here that help light everything up and keep everything lit. For the equipment, of course, this is a Blue Snowball microphone. I got a little boom arm here and a pop filter. Then the Logitech C920 camera that I use for shooting the video. Then I use for editing, I use Wondershare Filmora. Seems to be pretty good. Makes the little effects and everything else, and transitions between scenes, and allows me to put, you know, the video overlay, everything. So that's the bulk tour of the studio. If you have any questions or want to know anything else about how I make my videos or anything else, leave a question or comment, and like and subscribe to my channel, and that will help me out a lot. Thanks.